Headphones on for best experience. In today's video, we will explore Geb, who represents the earth, with the land's fertility, crops and water in the purest form being fresh. A great story of Geb. Peace in the first mornings, when light was still learning the edges of the world, Shu lifted the blue body of Nut until her starry spine arched across the void. Geb lay beneath, his back a hummocked plain of basalt and loam, his shoulders the deserts red with iron and wind. When he laughed, the hard plates of the earth shivered, and people learned to name that trembling an earthquake. Nut loved him, and where her dew fell, Geb greened. Papyrus rose like spears, barley heads bowed as if in prayer. From their union came Osiris, Isis, Seth, Nephthys, the passions and perils of human rule embodied in a family, no different from the houses along the floodplain, only grander and older than memory. When strife tore the children and Seth shouted his claim, Geb did not answer with thunder, he answered with law. Sitting upon a throne whose legs were roots and whose seat was bedrock, Geb judged. He weighed quarrel against Maat, listened to the witness of the fields, for harvests grow lean under bad kings and full under just owns, and he declared that kingship would pass to Horus, the rightful heir. From that day, every coronation was not merely a festival. It was a reenactment of Geb's verdict. The crown glittered, yes, but beneath the gold was the signature of the earth. Seasons turned. The Nile swelled, fell and swelled again, and people said, "When the river finds its banks, Geb is drinking. When the banks burst with black silt, Geb is smiling." Miners cut turquoise from Sinai's ribs and gold from the eastern wadis, and they swore they felt Geb's pulse in the rock. Farmers pressed their thumbs into wet soil and said, "This is the skin of a god." Snakes slipped through granaries and tomb shafts, Earth's children, quick with hiss and halo. The wise did not panic. They raised the uraeus above the brow, honouring the serpent as protection born from Geb's realm, a warning and a ward in one living glyph. In this way, fear became symbol, and symbol became state. Centuries later, when Kushite kings came north wearing deep crowns and high ethics, they spoke Geb's language. They restored shrines, fed priests, and repaired fields, insisting that the land, this god underfoot, recognized justice without needing a translator. Thus, the earth itself certified their rule. And still, in quiet hours, you can hear the old story. Walk a field after flood. Feel how the silt holds your heel, how the ground returns your weight without complaint. That is Geb's oath. Bear the people, green their hunger, and laugh only when balance is kept. Greatness in Geb's era was engineered through alignment. Myth, Geb as grantor of kingship, fused with law, agriculture, and ritual. When rulers kept Maat, the earth cooperated. When power frayed, the soil testified. To remember Geb is to remember that foundations matter. Plant well, judge fairly, inherit wisely. Carry that forward, relive and embrace the past so you can ground your future. Let your plans stand on bedrock, let your craft green like flood silt, and let your laughter shake only what needs rebuilding. Kindly click like, subscribe, and share this video.